Unbeaten, remember, after 25 fights. Oh, he's got him. Oh, Lewis walked into a right hand, and that was the sucker punch that they worried about.
The element of surprise is often the secret to success in the world of boxing. And where predictability is concerned, many fighters endure their undoing after experiencing a completely unexpected turnaround. With recent times displaying more upsets than we've ever seen before, the familiar proverb of everyone has a puncher's chance is seeming to be somewhat overlooked.
I made him and I'm gonna break him.
So, without any further hesitation, we take a deep plunge into the world of knockouts once more. This time we're reflecting over some of the nights when the sport was flipped completely on its head.
That's what I did, whoop his ass. He come to fight, I come to fight.
What do you know, man? I'm the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
Taking a different approach to our usual knockout series, this list brings a different element of anticipation to our already overflowing table.
I just focus on now what's going on, who's in front of me. Obviously, I'm fighting a consummate professional, so I'm not bothered about what's Fury doing and what Wilder's doing. I'm bothered about what Alexander Povetkin's doing.
And so, looking to begin our pursuit, we will reflect back to the night of August 22nd, 2020, when British heavyweight Dillian Whyte got more than he bargained for against 38-year-old veteran Alexander Povetkin. Another look back over the heavyweight division now, but this time at a champion who was only accelerating through his career since his first loss to Oliver McCall. However, the night he decided to step in with Baltimore fighter Rahman, his world soon came crumbling down once again.
Oh, he's got him! He's got him! He got careless and he's got him! Is it Oliver McCall all over again? It is! And Lewis has gone! Lewis has gone! It's another upset of immense proportion.
Frank, what went wrong? He threw the best punch of the fight. You can't say nothing about that. He threw the best right hand. He threw the thunder in Africa.
You ever heard of David and Goliath? Yeah. You know that story, what happened? It's going to happen again.
Tyson Fury surprised the majority when he vowed to knock out Wilder in their second fight and managed to stick to his promise to an absolute T.
Shot. Oh, right hand down the middle. They've thrown the towel in. The fight's all over. The fight's all over. Wow. They've thrown the towel in from the Wilder corner. And Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Years before his downfall, James Kirkland was a serious welterweight contender that carried serious power. However, this all changed during his comeback following his prison sentence, when a supposedly easy tune-up fight became the cherry pick from hell.
To deal with two opponents, and now he gets caught on a quick counter right. Down goes Kirkland the second time.
For Sheeta's right hand. There it is again.
Third knockdown now, and Joe Cortez is stopping the fight.
James, what happened tonight?
The referee did, to me, what I call a bad call, because even though I was ready to steal the fight, he countered the fight, you know what I'm saying, and stopped the fight.
I got a question. You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Let's go to work.
Pound for pound legend Jones Jr. didn't have it all his way either. After winning his first affair against Tarver by majority decision, the second came with a completely unexpected outcome.
Attack against him. And down goes Jones. And that is the most that Roy Jones has ever been hurt. What a statement by Antonio Tarver.
Bring on Mike Tyson, bring on Klitschko. It doesn't matter. Because when I hit you with that bomb left hand, you see what happens. Lights are out.
From under the bright lights to the movie screens of millions, Tommy Morrison's career was one that gripped the world as he rose to major levels of stardom.
Okay, it ain't all muscles, all heart. Heart and fire, heart and fire, okay.
However, with the back end of his career taking a tumble, the shot for glory against Lennox Lewis was abruptly ground to a halt when Michael Bent demolished him in just one round.
Oh, Tommy stunned by a right hand, and Bent again lands the right. The birds of a big moment, and he's got it. That's it. A first round KO for Michael Bent. In every doctor's fight, and there he goes down. Big delivery.
It wasn't a clean one-punch finish, but when Joshua got caught with Ruiz's counter left hook, the fans got a night that left them astounded for the following 7 rounds.
Ruiz back at it. And Ruiz take advantage. Left hand and stung Ruiz. And then Ruiz right back to Joshua. And Joshua in trouble. That's it! Steve Ruiz Jr., heavyweight champion of the world.
Mom, I love you. I love you, and our lives is gonna change. We don't have to struggle no more.
In the 4th and final encounter between Pacquiao and Marquez, Pac-Man's chin seemed to gradually show chinks of weakness.
Hard right hand by Marquez, and for the first time in 4 fights, Manny Pacquiao has been knocked out.
As what started out as a tactical affair developed into an aggressive brawl with dramatic consequences.
Another knockdown. No, he's been knocked out. A sensational right hand knockout by a bloodied Juan Manuel Marquez. And that is the keystone moment of his career.
In what looked to be a promising career ahead, Amir Khan's rise as a hopeful prospect caught fire quickly as the British public took to his electrifying fast-paced style.
Taking a very close look at the challenger, and he's waved it off. It's all over.
Even though things had gone smoothly up until this point, a step up to face a fairly unknown Colombian in British Prescott revealed some shocking revelations regarding Khan's punch resistance.
And he's hurt by a shot, and he's hurt another huge left. Oh, he's all over the place. Oh, he's going to have to be stopped, surely. Flattened in the corner. Oh, these are desperate moments for Amir Khan. There can be no way back this time, surely. He's trying so bravely to get up.
The first time in your life in only 51 seconds, down twice, and your world must have fallen apart.
Stupid little mistake it was, you know. Well, just that's boxing for you, you know.
Larry, what are we about to see? Another 90-second annihilation of an ill-prepared opponent?
Up next has got to be the most unforgettable night in boxing to date, as we're all familiar with Tyson's emphatic run through the 80s. But the shocking upset that came next was one that no fight fan predicted or dreamt about ever happening.
We'll finish things in. Oh, the uppercut. What an uppercut by Douglas, and down goes Tyson. Mike Tyson has been knocked out.
Unbelievable. This makes Cinderella look like a sad story, what Buster Douglas has done here tonight.
Let's go ahead and call it the biggest upset in the history of heavyweight championship fights.
Successfully defending his WBA welterweight title, Carlos Baldomir managed to pull off the unthinkable when he overcame a quicker and smaller Arturo Gatti during their encounter.
Baldomir drives Gatti back into the ropes. Nothing sharp there, just hard fighting and coming forward aggressively by Baldomir.
In hitting the back end of his career, Gotti's lack of spite made it much easier for Baldomir to gain control over the fight, and by doing so, he ended it in the 9th.
Good shot, and Arturo's not throwing, and that'll do it.
It wasn't his heart that gave out, it was his body.
Because he's not just a journeyman who got lucky. Because the 9 losses and 6 draws on his record don't seem to mean a lot right now, do they?
hard to believe one of boxing's most dominant heavyweight champions was another victim of boxing's vicious knockouts in the past. However, it was like the Douglas-Tyson affair. No one would have expected a mediocre level opponent to pull off such a beatdown.
This is not going to go well. Another knockdown, the fourth time, and the referee, Gennaro Rodriguez, stops the fight, and thus ends the Vladimir Klitschko Express. Well, the one thing that was unknown about Vladimir coming into this fight was what would happen if he got tagged by a legitimate puncher. Now we know.
From the streets of Sheffield, Kid Galahad's boxing career was always heading in the right direction. In being in possession of an IBF world title with only one loss on his record, the routine defense against a weathered opponent such as Kiko Martinez should have been an easy night's work.
Oh, and a big overhand right from Kiko Martinez. The first 4 rounds until a highlight reel right hand. And another one, and this time it is all over. 2 pinpoint right hands, one at the end of a round, one at the beginning of a round, and the reign, the short reign of Kid Galahad as the world featherweight champion is over. Unstoppable power puncher David Lemieux certainly took the middleweight division by storm. In being known throughout his entire career for bulldozing through opposition, his bout against Marco Rubio certainly surprised a few when he was stopped on home soil.
He'll be looking to knock you out as well. What are you going to do to stop him?
I'm going to break him. If Casimiro wants to fight, then he will get a fight.
One clash that certainly ended in astonishment was the night Tete proved to be outboxing Casimiro after showing a clear size advantage.
And again, Casimiro's trying to attack, but
yet only managing to disrupt him for 3 rounds. The Filipino snuck in a few right hands that rocked more than just the boat.
Casimiro got him. He's got him with a butt now. He wants to look at him. He's allowing it to continue. But can Casimiro take him out here? Still looks unsteady. He's got to buy some time here. And he can't find the clean shot. And he falls down. The title changes hands in sensational fashion. Tete stopped by John Real Casimiro of the Philippines.
Promising heavyweight prospect, Audley Harrison vowed to become Britain's next British heavyweight hero. Though progressing through his career, a few bumps in the road derailed that dream pretty sharply.
Massive sporting upset, and did I hear you right? You said it was a left hook?
Another quick dive back into the featherweight scene. This time, it was with Britain's Josh Warrington that took the fall after facing unknown Mexican puncher Mauricio Lara in what should have been a regular tune-up fight.
In the 9th round, and there's so much time, and down he goes, and he won't get up from there. Has been knocked out in one of the big stunners in a British ring in the last 2 or 3 years.
I've still got my eyes set on them goals in this short amount of time. If I achieve them, then happy days. And if I don't, well, I can still ride off into sunset with my head held high.
Telling us the early stages of the fight will be pivotal. He's nailing Tszyu here. Tszyu holding on.
And finally, Zab coming into the fight, a 3-1 favorite against Tszyu, didn't seem to dampen the Australian spirits, especially after landing a heavy right hand that led to an extreme amount of concussion